From your local election headquarters, this is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
Okay, welcome back to Big Country Politics. Again, we are in the beautiful Soda District courtyard, built, developed, visionary. You visioned this, I don't know how to say that, but by Tim Smith, and he's joining me. He's talking about the Soda District and the ultimate plans for this and some new things going on. Okay, fill us in on what else is going on.
Well, and like I've told people before, this started as an area where nothing was happening. You had a lot of vacant buildings congregated in one small area,
including the one that we're in now.
You know, and Pam and I have renovated several, but other people are now doing things.
They've seen the value now.
Yeah, some fellow investors bought the building right across the street. They have one tenant. They're looking for somebody else. She's going to have a wine tasting dessert room. We have our bar. That building was vacant for a long time. They moved in. You have the mill that's been an anchor here for a number of years, but they were the only thing here. You have Amendment 21 behind us that's right there. You know, you're going to have a significant number of things to do within walking distance. Abilene Axe Company just opened right there by our bar, and it is literally right down the street. So you have some things going on that there's some walkability. There's enough to do in a small area that people can get out of their car and walk from one to the other.
And that's the whole idea behind the Soda District. That's what you guys wanted. You guys wanted to give Abilene a spot like this.
Sure. You know, most cities have an entertainment district. Yeah. Abilene's never had enough going on in one small area to call it an entertainment district. You know, so hopefully that's what the Soda District will become. It is becoming. You know, there's enough people involved now that are investing that it's happening as we speak. Steel is going up across the street.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm so excited I can't sleep at night watching that thing go up. So it's been encouraging to see other people jump in and invest. The owners of Amendment 21 have another couple of projects that I can't speak about, but in the works. So
here in this area, here in the Soda District,
right here. So there's some good things coming, and I can't wait to see this area in one more year.
I think that this is a map for maybe other neighborhoods, even other residential neighborhoods, where one person starts to fix up around the house, and then it catches on. That's kind of what's happening here, right?
Yeah, we've really developed some synergy, you know, and even to this day, and Pam and I have lived here about 2.5 years. You know, you have at least 6 or 7 buildings that were completely vacant that are now, they've been repurposed or they're in the process of being repurposed, and it's phenomenal. People to this day drive around this area looking in the evenings, on the weekends, when people have relatives coming in from out of town. They pack them up in the car and bring them to show them what's going on right here. So it's exciting. It's exciting for the community.
Yeah, everybody's excited about it.
For sure.
When do you think, let's get an update on Sockdolliger over there at the Matera Paper Boom. When do you anticipate that being done?
Well, you know, we had some delays getting the steel here, quite a long delay, but so that set us back several months. It's ambitious, but we're shooting for January 1.
That is but steel's going up over there. I just passed by.
Steel's going up, and a lot of the steel's been prefabricated. So this part of it's going to go rather quickly. You know, and then we have electrical, plumbing, all of the finishes to do. So can't promise January 1, but definitely first part of 2020. They will be up and running. And
wow.
It's just going to be a boost and activate this area even further.
As you're speaking, I can picture people walking around and going from place to place, visiting, and like you said, bringing people who are visiting in Abilene. It makes me want to ask you what's your next project, if you're Well, or if you're giving that away.
Considering I'm working on 4 projects right now.
You are?
Yes. Oh yeah. I have to get those cinched up before I even think about doing something else. But right now, my goal and the way I can help people is to encourage them to invest. I don't want this to just be me and Pam. I want this to be a community effort, a group effort, other investors to come in, because that's what's going to make this area meet its full potential, is when a group of people works together to make it happen.
My last question for you before we have to go. You're talking about working together, and you've already talked about kind of the city of Abilene and letting you do what you needed to do over there
Sure.
at the old Matera paper building.
Mm-hmm.
How have they been as far as permits, as far as saying, hey, I want to do this and I need to get a permit for that?
They've been phenomenal. You know, they've created an empowerment zone, so there are no permit fees right now. Now that may not last forever, but right now there are no permit fees. They've made it as easy as possible, and they're encouraging people to invest in this area to revitalize it.
This is something they talked about. This is something that the city's talked about in city council meetings.
Yes.
Hey, we want the empowerment zone. We want to encourage this stuff, and it looks like it's happening.
Oh, it's definitely happening, and you know they've helped us. TERS funds are available for people doing projects
Wow.
in this specific area. You know, so for instance, Sock Gallagher Brewery will be getting a rebate from the city once it's all said and done for a small portion of the
Sure.
overall cost of the project.
And that is encouraging to other people who are
Sure.
watching this and thinking about investing, like you said.
Sure, sure. Well, you increase your. It's a smart investment on the city's part. You're increasing the value of these properties, which in turn increases the property taxes, which comes back to the city.
Comes back to
so
the city.
it's an investment. It's what the private sector does, and it's smart, and it makes sense. You know, no city wants a bunch of vacant buildings. They don't do the city any good. They don't do the community any good. These projects that we're doing here, I consider a quality of life
Issue.
effort.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a quality of life effort, and I think Abilene has the potential to be a destination location. There may be people that disagree with that, who don't think Abilene has that potential, but I do, and I'm seeing it just with what's going on right here. If we get enough going on in a small, centralized area, it's going to draw people from other places who want to come hang out here on the weekends, who want to come, oh, let's go to downtown Abilene today. You know, you have it in even some small places like Fredericksburg,
Yeah.
where they've created their own value by doing something special in a small area where people can walk. And so hopefully, you know, it's going to take a while, but hopefully we'll get to a point where this is the place to be on the weekends for people that don't necessarily live here.
Sure. Well, Tim Smith, thank you very much.
Thank
and thank
you.
you for updating us on everything that's going on here at the Soda District, and we can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
for interviewing me today.
Sure. We'll be right back on Big Country Politics.